Why is autism so white? Let's talk about it. First, let's get this out of the way. Are people of color less likely to be autistic? No. But are they less likely to get diagnosed? Yes. Are they largely underrepresented in media? Yes. To no one's surprise, it starts with systemic inequality and racism. Black, Indigenous, and many people of color face increased barriers to financial stability, resource access, healthcare, and much more due to prevailing inequality and racism, meaning many autistic kids of color don't have access to healthcare in the first place. And when they do, many autistic traits are simply written off as racial stereotypes and ignored by professionals. And at best, this means not getting diagnosed or getting diagnosed later in life. And at worst, it can have deadly consequences when black and brown kids and adults are perceived as threats for showing autistic traits. Media has always favored white folks as the default. It's no coincidence that 99% of autistic depictions are white. This is intentionally done to make it easier to understand for white folks. A lot of folks get confused when we exist in multiple intersections, so when they see an autistic person of color, they often think that autism exists outside of their racial identity as something entirely separate, instead of understanding how racism and identity actually amplifies and affects autistic experiences. And this is a big miss in storytelling and accurate representation. And when we start to consider the representation of support needs, which have generally centered low support need autistics, we see even less medium and high support need autistics of color who face additional marginalization. All of this creates a self-fulfilling cycle because more white people are diagnosed, we see more white people and the prioritization of their stories. But just a reminder, many autistic people of color exist like myself, and we need your support. But normalizing autism without acknowledging the additional barriers racism has on diagnosis and way beyond is a disservice to all of us.